Hey, good morning to everybody in the group. I hope everybody had a great holiday. We're moving, so um, have some patience with me. I'm still going to be getting the Humanifort orders out and writing programs and diets and doing consultations and everything amongst all that while we're moving. So it's not going to stop me. It might slow me down a little bit, but I'll still be going. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. Just give me some slack if it takes me a few hours to answer you. It's because we're packing and moving, and we got movers that are going to be coming in a couple days and literally moving the whole house in the day, and then you know how that all goes. So, and it's the greatest time of year to do it. Like right at Christmas is a great time to move. So, but otherwise, uh, just want to know how the hell everybody's doing. Leave comments underneath the post. If you got any, if it guys got any things they'd like me to make some videos on or anything like that, it always gives me some good information. Some stuff that maybe I didn't think of. You guys want a video on or something, but I'm sitting here cutting up a pineapple. That'll be my carbs for the whole day, and cracking some raw eggs into a glass to drink. And then after that, I will be busy drawing up some workout routines and diets and TRT protocols and all that good stuff. I got enough egg yolks. I don't need to throw an avocado in there. So, but I just thought I'd make a quick video before I disappear for the rest of the day. But as everybody saw, my back workout, if you haven't watched the video, watch it. At the end of my back workouts, my back's pretty tired. So that's why I've been using the 34-inch white band on back day, and then on legs I use the heavier gray 34-inch. I found with bands, you want to put muscle on, you got to have your bands tight. They got to be tight from the beginning to the end. And sometimes even going with a smaller band and just making it a lot shorter, you're going to have plenty of tension in the beginning, and the curve isn't so dramatic that it gives it to you all at once. It's plenty of tension to work you hard from the beginning, and there's just enough tension to keep adding into the rep. And then when you get toward the end, the rep can come to a dead stop because the bands eventually quit stretching, and then it's a dead stop to where you're pushing against a brick wall with a really good isometric hold. And you want that isometric hold in every rep. So really take advantage of that, then head back down, just control the negative. We're twice as strong in the negative, so just controlling it is the biggest thing, and paying attention to the eccentric part, the mind muscle connection, and squeezing the muscle, hitting that eccentric, holding that, coming back. But I usually could probably on a really rested day maybe have squeaked out 40 reps with that band. But after you've done your pull-ups and several sets of the X3 bent over row and single arm dumbbell row and straight arm pull downs, some twists, several different things. I don't forget. Behind the back, the supinated grip behind the back row with the shrug, the trap shrug, like the whatever you want to call that one. Do a couple sets of those. My back's screwed, and by just doing the deadlifts at that point, the deadlift ties everything together, and if there's a weak point, it's going to bring it up, you know. Plus, I've found that the X3 deadlift, it is going to re-erect or at least keep your pelvic bone erect if you didn't have any problems. It will re-erect your entire spine, and even my ribs and everything on the other side now are starting to pop loose on the front side because I was so internally rotated and my hips were tilted so bad forward that even when I would start making some progress, my body would shift, and then that new muscle was the newly exposed muscle was so uncoordinated and weak that I would have to go back down a few reps, and this has been going on for a few years. I'm actually at the point now where I'm going up in reps and up in reps. So after my entire back workout, the other day I did 40 straight reps with that 34-inch white band, and then I did 17 with the heavy gray 34-inch band because I had hit 40. And now, after my back workouts are over, I'm going to start doing my last set with the 34-inch lighter gray band until I can probably hit 40 reps with that sucker. But you'll notice that my training now, because with bands, it is so important to make sure you have enough tension even in the stretch position to keep the blood flow cut off and make the muscle work. I'm going to be using shorter or heavier bands for everything. And in some stuff like that deadlift, I'll keep going up for 40 reps. I want to hit 40 reps with the chest press with the Elite band just to do it, just to say I did it, because most guys will never hit 40 reps with that band. And then, but most everything else, I'm probably not going to go over 20 reps. I'm going to be sticking between 8 to 20. Stick around, start around 8 to 10 reps, and once I get up to 20, I'll start adding more tension, and then finding ways to do negatives, like the gymnast ring push-ups, where I can bring the arms out and do a good negative on the pec, and then bring them in and use the tricep to push up. Single leg Bosu ball squats, do the negatives there. The pull-ups, I can do, a good negative there, squeeze the lat together between the shoulder blades, and then slowly lower myself. And the chest press, I use just like I have that Smith machine, and I use the slingshot, and whether I do a heavy static load or just one set where I have some weight and focus on the negatives. If I had a partner, I would just do like push-ups and have them push down on my back, but I don't have anybody to do that. So, but that's about that, otherwise it's gains time, guys. I have finally, gotten over most of the health issues. My quadruple bypass, the ammonia a couple times. Then I went in for heart failure. I was retaining all the water. shit, multiple stuff, pain, withdrawal from coming off pain medications, you name it. It's been a really, really crappy year. And then had some, some relationship issues. You're really amazed I'm standing here, to be honest. But I thank God. He gave me a purpose. My purpose is to show people there's a better way. I can build bodybuilder physiques without damaging ourselves so we look like Ronnie Coleman in old age and not have the health issues like I have seen myself and most of my friends have, because they didn't have a clue what they were doing. And there's no reason that we need to go over TRT doses, and any jackass doctor that prescribes you 200 milligrams a week of testosterone and then is just desensitizing you to that, it has no business doing so, because you can grow like a madman on 200 milligrams until the 8-week mark when your SHBG catches you and your levels are 900. If you're on 200 milligrams a week of testosterone and your levels when you get them checked are between 1100 or 800 and 1100 or something like that, after a while, that doctor has fucked you, because you can use less than half of that much and have higher testosterone levels, and the total isn't the important part, it's the free. And you want your free testosterone well above range so you can train like a madman. And then use the Humanofort for recovery and the androgens for the receptors you activate in the muscles. So, and the Humanofort also makes the androgen receptor work at its full capacity so you get the most out of it. And I'm going to continue taking guys off of bullshit cycles and showing them they can get bigger on far less, because all they know about is just taking more, and their mind has no idea what happens at a cellular level, and all they think is, well, if I take more, it's more, right? They don't realize our body has ways to counteract everything, and it shuts down. So guys that don't understand how it works, you have no business fucking doing it unless you hire somebody like myself or Emmerich to teach you how to do it right. But anyway, I want everybody to have a good few days till the 1st, and then there's no breaks for me, it's always working. But the few of you that got some time off, I want you to enjoy it, and I wish you all the best. Bye.